Hey, this is Gene Bleeker, and welcome to the greatest show on real estate, business, and the community. I am here with my celebrity, Mr. Anthony Bedgood. Anthony, thanks for being on the show today.
Gene, thank you for having me.
No, thank you for being on the show. I thank you first.
Well, thank you for calling me a celebrity.
Well, you are my celebrity today, so thank you for that one.
Absolutely.
So I want my viewers to know everything about you.
Okay.
The good, the bad, the ugly, and the awesome.
Wow, I hope
okay?
you have a lot of time.
Oh, yeah, you have a lot of time. So tell me a little bit about yourself and your wonderful family.
Family is everything to me.
Yes, it is.
Pretty much born and raised here in Santa Clarita. We moved out here in about 1986, so I've been out here for 30 some odd years. And, my brother is very influential in the high school community out here. You know, he coaches and teaches at Valencia High School. Most of my family lives in the area. I've got an incredible 6-year-old who goes to school out here as well, and it's an incredible place to live. I tried so many times in my 20s to get out of Santa Clarita, and something kept pulling me back in. And now that I'm in my 40s, I'm like, this is a great place to raise a family.
Right?
Incredible town, and I love being a part of the fabric of it, and I love the fact that I get to raise my son here.
Okay, so tell me more about your little boy.
He is, they say, you get punished with somebody who's just like you.
Right.
He is, he's very gregarious. He's funny.
Right.
He's probably the funniest person I know on the planet, but he is just probably the most incredible thing that's ever happened to me. And he's my best friend, and he's my biggest concern and my biggest worry, but he's probably too smart for his own good, he's my why.
You know what? I love that. So tell the viewers something a little bit more about yourself that people don't know about you.
Well, what's funny is that I am a backgammon enthusiast.
I'm writing that down. Backgammon enthusiast?
I am a backgammon enthusiast. So it's one of my favorite games to play and one of my favorite things to do when I'm away from everything. And, it gives me that time away from thinking about business and thinking about, the day-to-day.
So what got you into backgammon? Oh my gosh.
That's a great question. Actually, my parents, when I was a kid, that was their fun time on the weekends.
Okay.
So when we were spending it inside the house as a family, there would always be music playing. Me and my brother would be trying to break dance in the living room, and my parents would sit back with a cocktail and play backgammon against each other for hours. And so learning how to play backgammon was important to me because my parents loved it so much. And then at some point in life, it came back around, and I just really got into it. And I think because it connected me to a very happy moment in my youth of just family and being together.
Okay, so one day you're going to be inducted into the Backgammon Hall of Fame.
Well, hopefully. I'm going to try to start the Santa Clarita Valley Backgammon Association.
Things to do today. I like that a lot. I think that is so great. So before you got into real estate, which you are so great at what you do, what did you do before you got into real estate?
I've always been involved in some sort of sales and service. Right? So since I was 16 years old, I think my first job was here at the mall at Pacific Sunwear. And I was selling Billabong shirts to teenagers all over Santa Clarita. But I think that's where I caught the bug of service. Right? Fulfilling people's needs. So ever since then, I worked in so many different industries that involved that, whether it was sign and lighting, I was selling that service, or machinery moving. Before I got into real estate, I was actually a buyer for a scrap metal company, which is one of the most interesting jobs you can ever have and something that you never plan for, right? But my territory was such a large area, and I wanted to start a family. That's how I got into real estate. It was what can I do that's more local, right? And I'd never thought of real estate, but a really good friend of mine, Louisa Henry, was in real estate at the time, and she said, you'd be very good at this, and decided to take the test, and I've been in love with it ever since.
Okay, so Louisa Henry.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to remember that.
Yes.
Because I know she's very good at what she does as well.
She is responsible for a lot of it.
So what is your thoughts about the real estate market overall today?
There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things in the media, and I
Right.
know that affects not just our clients and what they hear, but also our industry as a whole. A lot of our agents out there are going through difficult times.
Yes.
They're in this market that isn't as easy as it was during the pandemic, which was weird in itself, right? We
Right.
didn't know where it was going to go, and we didn't know if we were going to be shut down as an industry, but it turns out it became one of the biggest times for our industry, and a lot of money was made, and it was very easy. It was like we didn't have to prospect, we didn't have to do anything, we just had to answer our phones.
Right.
So, human beings are the best forgetters in the animal kingdom, right? We forgot how to navigate a market that's more neutral or that feels a little more difficult, where this is kind of the market where I started, where I had to go prospect, I had to go door knock, I had to actually go through my sphere of influence and make those phone calls. So I think it's all about perspective, right? I think that this is no different than any other market. I think a lot of our agents that are really putting really putting boots on the ground and getting things done are still very successful and making a lot of money. And as you can make a lot of money in real estate in any sort of market. It just depends on how disciplined you are to do the work.
Right. I think it has to do with commitment and energy.
100%.
Right, without a doubt. And one of the things that I know about you work for a great company, Keller Williams.
Yes.
I mean, you're kind of a mentor with the organization, right?
Yes.
So what are you telling your people that are new in the business about the marketplace?
That's a great question. And, when it comes to coaching and mentorship and relationship building,
Right.
The fundamentals of it aren't any different. I don't think that we're having different conversations or, hey, this is how you reinvent the wheel. It's how do we continue to motivate each other to get up and do the work of real estate. It's just like I do as a basketball coach as well. I'm not, re-engineering somebody's jump shot. It's, hey, get out there and practice and take that shot over and over and over again, and you'll get better.
Right.
So I was actually brought into Keller Williams to be in a leadership position and to be in a coaching position. And again, it's just having those conversations of, it is very sensitive.
Yeah, I told you. You know what? Let me tell you, when that phone rings, somebody's probably watching on the podcast and saying, Anthony, get a hold of me today.
Right. Hopefully. Wait, let me answer that. Again, it's just having those conversations and motivating and saying, hey, look, I know that sometimes it's a struggle, but if you keep following this path, this is the path to success. Are you willing to get up and get on that road every single day?
Right, exactly. And the other thing that you're really great at, I mean, you're running the Santa Clarita Association of Realtors, you and a handful of other wonderful people.
Yes.
Can you give your thoughts about that?
Sure, absolutely. So, yes, I was the chair of the SCV division of SRA, our local real estate association.
Which stands for?
Southland Regional Association of Realtors,
Okay.
which covers San Fernando Valley and Santa Clarita Valley,
I mean,
respectively.
you do a phenomenal job at that. I've been a member of SRAR for a long time, and I don't think there's been too many people like yourself that have done such an amazing job in elevating this organization.
I really appreciate it. That coming from you as well. You have a lot of history in this town and with our real estate association, and so having you say that is great. One of the things that I'm very proud of as well is the fact that I was elected as I'm president-elect of Southland Regional Association of Realtors as a whole. So 2025, I will be president of the third or fourth largest real estate association in California. So that's...
Take a deep breath with that one, right? Talk about putting more on your plate.
Is that a blessing or a curse? No, I love being in leadership. I love giving back to my industry. One of the greatest things that I've been able to do is give back. And, I was taught from a young age to be of service. I'm not in the military, I'm not in law enforcement. How can I be of service to my community? And with real estate in this industry, I found that avenue.
Okay, it's really funny you talk about community because, my next question that I wanted to ask you was, you're so involved in so many wonderful organizations in our community. Can you share some of them with our viewers, what you're involved with?
Well, we do a lot of stuff at Keller Williams. We do a lot of stuff with the association. I really like the biggest thing that I do for the community. I feel like one of the things that's closest to my heart is teaching youth. So I get to do that as a basketball coach in the community. So, I spent on and off 20 years coaching youth basketball. Some of the things that make me who I am today is learning from, the young people of this community in either how cool or how uncool I am.
Just ask your 6-year-old, they'll tell you.
They are so quick to tell you how out of touch you are.
Oh
right?
my God, that is so funny.
But I think there's no better feeling than giving part of yourself to someone and seeing them be able to be successful, right? You're not going to be able to connect with every single person, but when you do make that connection, you notice that it's changed a young person's life, and not just in the athletic realm, but what we're teaching is teaching them how to be productive adults, right? How to get a job and keep a job, how to be a better role model for their families. And when you see that happen, and then they come back and say, "Hey, thank you for that one thing you said to me that one day," and it could be something so minuscule. Or you could have been yelling at them the entire day, but you said one thing that actually changed their lives. It is the greatest feeling I've ever had.
I love your enthusiasm and what you're saying. I think that is amazing. And I think that's what makes you the great person that you are. And I got to say, you are going to be honored with the triple crown that the exclusive academy is being put together, for client care, customer satisfaction, and community involvement. Can you tell me what that means to you?
Well, that means everything to me. What we do, a lot of people, and this is something that I tell my agents as well, is that we're not salespeople. We're to be of service, right? I mean, houses sell themselves.
Right.
I don't need to sell, $1 million or $1.5 million home out in Sand Canyon. That's already, somebody who wants to buy it's already going to see that. But what we do is we're of service to our clients. We have to be of service to our community. We have to be of service to the people around us, our coworkers, the people who are there for us, our teams. I think if you're consistent in making sure that people are seen, heard, and valued, that everything else comes into place.
It seems like that's part of your culture, right?
Yeah.
And the company's really culture as well.
Absolutely. And it's something that we can always get better at. I think that, everybody has a hard day. Gene.
Yeah.
There's some days where, I don't feel very optimistic. But, when I come in and one of my agents needs something or feels like, they feel dejected, or they've had to cancel a transaction that they're really getting to the end to and put a lot of time and energy in. It's you got to step out of yourself a little bit and just be there for somebody else.
Gotcha.
And I think if you do that in any aspect, whether you're dealing with clients, whether you're dealing with employees, whether you're dealing with just people that you work with, you are going to be successful.
Okay. And changing gears for just a quick second. One of the things that I've always noticed about you is not only are you a great connector, you're amazing at networking as well. Can you kind of give our viewers some thoughts on how to become a good networker and what networking means to you?
It means everything. A lot of people, when I first got into the industry, I got into networking very quickly. And, there's kind of two opinions out there about networking, is that it's a waste of time or go do more networking, right?
Right.
The waste of time people say, like, why are you in a room full of other realtors? What is that doing for you? And I got to tell you, it does a lot if you network with intention and you do things and you have conversations with people that help you to grow, correct? I mean, networking is about growing, but also giving back as well, right? So I go into a networking scenario like I am going to meet at least 5 more people that I didn't meet before, and that's going to help me grow my business or me, as a person.
Right.
Right. Because not every experience is going to grow my business. Sometimes it's going to grow my soul. Right.
I agree with that statement, without a doubt.
And, so networking also is such a benefit to our clients as well. If I know every single real estate agent in the Santa Clarita Valley, and I know them well, and I have a decent to great relationship with them, if I'm putting in an offer for my clients on a property with an agent that I know, we have a better shot in getting involved in some sort of negotiation, right? If they don't know me from Adam, I can go at the bottom of the pile. They're not going to fight for me. They're not going to say, hey, I know this guy, and he's the president of the real estate association, and he's a hard worker, and he does everything by, ethically, with good ethical purpose and morality. I'm not going to get that part sold for me by that agent unless I know them and I've broken bread and I've had conversations and they know who I am as a person. And hopefully I've left a sort of a good impression on them.
Well, let me tell you, I think you've done a great job so far in really educating these people on who you are and what you're all about, and what a great heart that you have, and how caring you are, and what a great father that you are.
Thank you so much for saying that.
Well, it comes from the heart from me as well, because I really enjoy our quality time together.
Absolutely.
You and I had a great meeting last week, just kind of getting up close and personal with each other about our goals for 2024. I thought that was just absolutely outstanding.
Well, the sign of a good meeting is that when it goes over and we've talked about more personal stuff than we've talked about actual planning, which is
exactly.
It's my favorite.
Exactly. So I like playing the game.
Okay.
Calling it paying it forward.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you 3 questions, and I know they're not easy questions, but I want you to think about them.
Sure.
And how it falls into your life.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for question number 1?
Hit me with it.
I never would have made it today where I am without ...
Well, as far as business is concerned, well, actually everything. That's a very easy question for me in the real estate world would be Louisa Henry. She was the push that got me into this industry, and then not only get me into real estate, but got me into leadership as well. She told me to go to my first SCV governmental affairs meeting. She told me to get into the Leadership Academy at South End Regional, and it's been nonstop leadership ever since.
Boy, she steered you in the right direction.
What was funny is the story she likes to tell too. She's like my family. I've known her forever, and actually our families are related. But she was driving me and my wife at the time around showing houses, and at some point at the end of our drive, she said, "You know what? I'm going to lose a client here, but you should get your license."
There goes her referral base, right?
That's right.
But she paid it forward, right?
Absolutely. And I think that has a lot to do with what we're talking about here. Is like, I'm not going to be transactional with this person. I know that we already had a relationship, but it was like, you know what? I see something bigger and better for you, and I think I wanted to push you in that direction. And I think she's a great representative of that sort of mindset, and I believe that that's important for our business.
All right, I totally agree.
Yeah.
All right, Louisa Henry, you mentioned her twice already.
Yes.
All righty. So my next one is, I owe a great debt to ...
There are so many people.
I knew you were going to say that.
There are so many people. I mean, and for so many different reasons. I mean, internally at Keller Williams, DJ Malonis, me and him have a great relationship. But there's not much that he didn't do to try and get me to be a better leader, a better realtor. I owe him a great debt for just seeing something in me and really kind of helping me see that in myself, as well as our broker there, Scott Cooper. But I mean, you can go back, Louisa Henry's on that list, Bob Keller's on that list, Elgin Walker
Love that guy too.
is on that list. I told Elgin not that long ago that he was one of my first inspirations outside of like my close circle of people. I heard him speak, and I heard him speak at a panel for SRAR, one of our networking meetings. And I took him outside because he said something about coaching his son and doing real estate, and it just like struck a chord. And ever since then, I have closely followed Elgin's career. So, there's a name, like there's just a limitless list of people who have touched my life in this industry, and I owe them all a great debt.
When you come back here again, you can extend that list if you want to. Fair enough.
Hopefully I don't get a bunch of phone calls after this saying, "Hey, you forgot me."
You probably will, but that's okay. But, that's why there's always tomorrow, right?
Exactly.
But I think Elgin Walker, he's been an inspiration of mine as well.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. He's somebody that I really enjoy his company so very much.
Oh, absolutely. Just having a coffee, like I suggest to anybody, and he's very open to doing this, and I don't know why. And I'm surprised he's not just at coffee with people all the time, but just having a coffee with him for a half hour can change your week, your month, your year.
Yes, exactly. Because he'll tell you what you need to hear instead of what you want to hear.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate that about him.
100%.
All right, so my last one is, no, I'll switch it up.
Okay.
My greatest mentor was?
Well, I mean, like I said, I've had a lot of great mentors, but I think it all really boils down to one person, and that would be my brother.
Oh.
He has been my mentor since, I could remember. If you'd asked him, and while we were growing up, he'd probably think that it would be completely opposite of that, because we used to fight like cats and dogs. But secretly, he was always my hero, right? I still have the opportunity and the great privilege to work with him today in the basketball world. But he was my first teacher when it came to just getting it done, work ethic, getting up and doing it even if you don't want to. He's better at that than I am, but that's why he's somebody that I follow and I still follow to this day, because his work ethic, his stick-to-itiveness is unmatched, and just his enthusiasm and how he connects with people is something that I will always aspire to do. So not only is he family, but he's been a teacher of mine for 44 years.
Gotcha. All right. You did a great job answering all three questions. I know they're never easy, because I know your list was going to be long. So thank you so much for cutting it short. Gotcha. But you know what? There's always round two. All right. So is there anything you want to say to your friends, your family, and the viewers today? Any final thoughts?
Just be good to each other. I think 2024 is going to be an amazing. You want me to actually talk to them, right?
Look right there. They're looking right at you.
Hey, guys. No, so 2024, I in my heart believe is going to be a incredible year for a majority of people. I think coming out of 2023 was hard for a lot of people, and 2024 is going to be enthusiastic. It's going to be energetic, and I think. As long as you just be good to yourself, be good to the people around you, be inspirational, allow yourself to be inspired, and get the job done and take care of yourself and your family, you're going to have one heck of a year. And I'm looking forward to that for myself. I'm looking forward to that for my family. I'm looking forward to that for my brokerage and my industry.
This is what 2024 is all about. And there's a reason why I called you a celebrity today, because you did such a great job on our podcast. And I just wanted to say thank you so very much for being on the program.
Gene, thank you for having me.
Oh, you are so welcome. Guys, you have a wonderful day. Once again, my celebrity, Anthony Bedgood.
It is Scott the Mortgage Doc with Exclusive Agent Academy, and I am excited to give a shout out to these wonderful listings. So let's jump right in. To Charlotte Gonzalez, we've got a listing at $449,870. This is at 45558 Ruth Court in Lancaster, California, 93535. This is a 3-bed, 2-bath living square feet is 1,908 square feet. This charming single-story residence is nestled in a quiet cul-de-sac, offering both beauty and comfort. The home's exterior boasts welcoming curb appeal, setting the stage for a warm and inviting living experience. The heart of the home is the well-appointed kitchen, featuring abundant cabinet space for functionality and organization. A breakfast bar adds a casual dining option to the space. With the 3 bedrooms and a bonus room, the home provides versatile living spaces to accommodate your needs. The master bedroom is a true retreat, offering direct access to the backyard for seamless indoor-outdoor lifestyle. Enjoy ample storage with generously sized walk-in closet in the master bedroom, providing space for all of your wardrobe needs. Beautiful listing there, Charlotte. And, all right, the next one we have down Tammy Del Huerte. We've got it listing at $770,000. This is at 440 East Soledad Pass Road in Palmdale, California, 93550. This one, experience tranquility. Nestled in the mountains outside Palmdale, this enchanting 3-bedroom, 2-bath home spans 1,488 square feet of living space on an expansive 162,263 square foot lot. Man, that's huge, offering nearly 4 acres of high desert living. Upon entry, the spacious living room welcomes you with waterproof laminate floors, recessed lighting, and a large brick fireplace. Adjacent dining area and a chef's dream kitchen, equipped with modern appliances, ample storage, and generous counter space, create a perfect space for gatherings. Now discover 3 spacious bedrooms and 2 well-appointed bathrooms, with the primary bedroom featuring a cozy fireplace and a luxurious bathroom boasting a standing shower and a soaking tub. For added convenience, there is a dedicated laundry room with washer and dryer hookups. This sprawling property encompasses multiple structures and ample space for horses, and making it ideal for those seeking a mountain lifestyle in Palmdale. Beautiful listing. Team Galindo. We've got a listing at $609,900. This one is at 15122 Rockford Street, unit number 2 in Sylmar, California, 91342. So move-in ready 2-level home with 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. Nice primary bedroom with 2 closets, walk-in, vaulted ceiling, and a private bathroom featuring a shower and tub combo with dual sinks. 2 additional good-sized rooms are upstairs along with another bathroom. Kitchen boasts new granite countertops, provides access to the backyard. Downstairs features nice laminate flooring throughout. The living room includes a cozy fireplace, sliding doors leading to very nice private newer backyard patio, perfect for grilling and relaxing. New central air recently installed for added comfort. Absolutely beautiful listings. And that's it for the listings for the Exclusive Agent Academy this week. Come check us out next week because we're going to have more next week. It was a pleasure. Scott the Mortgage Doc signing out. Bye, everybody.